What happened today in Niger State is something that shook many people across the country, and it is the kind of news that reminds us how important it is to stay informed. A Nigerian Air Force jet went down in the Borgu area of Niger State, close to a community called Karabonde, and while a lot of people were terrified and confused at first, we thank God that the pilot survived. As I'm giving you this gist, please make sure you like this video and subscribe so that you always get updates and never miss any important story. Now, let me take you through what really happened. Step by step, in a way that everybody can follow. The jet was on what the Air Force calls a functional check flight. That means the aircraft had just undergone maintenance and the pilots were taking it up to make sure everything was working properly. These flights are necessary, routine, and done often, but unfortunately, this one did not go as planned. At around 4 p.m., according to witnesses, the aircraft started losing control while flying over the forested area. People in the nearby communities said they suddenly heard a loud sound from the sky, something like an engine struggling. Now, one important part of this gist that you should pay attention to is this. Before the jet crashed, the pilots acted very responsibly. They did everything they could to steer the aircraft away from villages and homes so that innocent people would not be affected. It shows professionalism, courage, and quick thinking. And immediately after they directed the jet away from populated areas, they ejected and landed safely through their parachutes. This is where I want everyone watching to quickly tap the like button and subscribe, because stories like this deserve attention, especially when human lives are saved. Now, when news like this comes out, you know how social media is. Some people immediately start saying different things. Some were saying the jet was brought down by bandits. Some were saying it was shot from the ground. Others said it was a technical failure. But as of now, the only confirmed information available is that the aircraft had an issue during a routine check flight. There is no official confirmation that it was brought down by any group. The Air Force has already set up a full investigation to find out exactly what caused the crash. But here's the interesting part of the gist why people quickly thought it was bandits. You see, in that region of Niger State, the security situation has been tense for a long time. Many communities in that axis have experienced attacks from armed groups. So, when people hear anything involving the military, especially an aircraft, the first thought is that maybe it was caused by an attack. It's because of fear, past experiences, and the tension already in the environment. But for this particular incident, nothing like that has been confirmed. And the important thing is that the pilots survived, nobody on the ground was harmed, and the situation is under full investigation. So everybody watching, please stay calm, stay informed, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss updates. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture. Why is this even a big deal? Why are people discussing it everywhere today? First, military aircraft are extremely important tools for national security. They are used for patrol, surveillance, and protection of communities. So, when one goes down, even if no one is hurt, it still raises concern because people want to understand if it was mechanical failure, lack of maintenance, human error, or possibly something else. Second, many Nigerians are becoming more conscious about safety and accountability. People want to know, what condition are our military aircraft in? Are they maintained properly? Are they safe? How often are they inspected? And these are reasonable questions. Even though mistakes happen and machines can fail, people want assurance that those who defend the country have the best and safest tools to work with. As I am talking, please don't forget to like this video, drop a comment, and subscribe. These stories need awareness. Another part of this gist that makes it engaging is how the communities reacted. When the jet went down, some villagers were frightened, thinking maybe something worse was happening. But when they saw the pilots descending with parachutes, many people rushed out to help. That shows the unity and good spirit of Nigerians. Even when people are scared, they still come together to support those in danger. And that is the kind of story we should highlight more often. Now, here's something else we need to discuss. The Air Force's response. They immediately secured the area of the crash and also released a statement to calm the public. This tells you that they don't want misinformation to spread because misinformation can create unnecessary panic. That is why I always tell you subscribe for real updates, not rumors. But let's look deeper into the conversation around this crash. Some are asking, Why do we keep hearing about aircraft crashes in Nigeria from time to time? Is it bad luck? Is it lack of maintenance? Is it old equipment? What really is the issue? And to be honest, these questions are valid. Every country that has an air force experiences accidents from time to time. It is not unique to Nigeria. Aircraft are complex machines, and even with the best pilots and engineers, issues can still happen. However, what Nigerians want and what I believe is very important is transparency. When something like this happens, people want clear answers. They want full investigations. They want lessons to be learned. They want improvement. And I believe that is why the Air Force set up a board of inquiry immediately. The country needs to know what exactly caused the crash. Please, if you are still watching, kindly like this video so YouTube can recommend it to others. And make sure you subscribe, because I will continue giving you updates in a simple, clear, and respectful way. Now, let me expand the gist more, because this is where it gets even more interesting. When the pilots landed safely, they were taken to a secure location and examined by medical teams. Thankfully, both of them were stable, and that alone brought relief to many Nigerians, especially their families and colleagues. You see, every time incidents like this happen, it is not only the public that feels the tension. The military also feels it deeply. Pilots share strong bonds. They train together, fly together, risk their lives together. So when one jet goes down, the whole unit feels the impact. Another important angle is how fast rescue teams responded. It shows improved coordination and readiness. Some years ago, people would worry that help might take too long to arrive. But this time, the response was quick, and that is a positive sign.